Hi everybody, this is Heather, the Butterfly Effect Raw Food Extreme Weight Loss, and today is Weigh-In Wednesday, and so I want to get right to that. And you guys know I had kind of a rough week. I had a little slip up, my first slip up since, at least since New Year's, probably since Christmas. But anyway, I had a slip up last week with got into some ice cream, and anyway, it's what I'm really proud about this week is that in the past I suffered with some all or nothing thinking. So all or nothing thinking goes like this: if you blow your diet by eating XYZ, you might as well give in to everything else that you're craving or dreaming of, or think of some things that you don't even crave but you used to like. By that was my reality in the past, where I would be either guilty or anxious, or it would kind of just ignite that part of my compulsive personality, or I kind of call it my brat, my inner brat that just wants what she wants and forget about the consequences. And it's just a really immature part of your personality, or at least my personality. And because of that, I would just eat everything. And that is what got me back into trouble when I had kind of gotten out of trouble. I had taken off a bunch of weight in 2010, and then I went off just for Halloween through Christmas. I was just gonna eat whatever I wanted from Halloween till Christmas, and then get right back on track in January. And that didn't work for me because I find that once the brat is in charge, she's really hard to get out of the driver's seat. So then a bunch of stuff happened, and I had all kinds of excuses about why I had to take care of everybody else and not take care of me. So anyway, that old way of doing things, my old modus operandi for years and years, was if you blow it, then you have a free pass to eat however terrible you want until at least for the rest of the day, and probably until you can manage to get back on track again, if you can manage to get back on track. So it was actually not a good thing that I had a slip up last week, but one thing that I was really proud of was I immediately was able to recognize that was a bad choice. I am capable of good choices, and I prefer good choices. And I am not going to get overly anxious or overly worried about it. I'm just going to get right back on track. And just kind of talking about 12-step programs yesterday reminded me that that was one of the things that made 12-step programs not work for me, because you could be doing great for 5 years and never have any kind of a slip up. And then you have one bad day or one bad moment or even one bad bite of a food, and all of a sudden you're back to square zero again. You got one day clean or whatever again. And so I'm not trying to knock 12-step programs for people that they work for, but I do think that it really did help foster that all or nothing thinking, which I found to be a very disordered way of thinking, and caused me to stay in trouble longer than I needed to be. So just I'm proud of myself for now that I did have a slip up last week, that I just got right back on it. I just got right back to work. I didn't exercise more. I didn't starve myself. I didn't do anything different. I just proceeded as though it had not even happened, because when you think about it, So I ate, let's say I ate the wrong things and I had too many calories at that moment. If I would have done my old way, I would have eaten many thousands more calories and done much more metabolic damage to my body, and subjected my poor cells to all kinds of things that were damaging. In this way, I just drew a line under it, and I made sure that the next choice I made was a good choice. So I am giving myself credit for that last week. And as far as my body measurements, pretty much nothing changed this week. I lost half an inch off my neck. And again, that seems like a lot for a neck, so maybe I had been measuring wrong or whatever, or maybe, my neck is finally starting to go. I am noticing not as many chins, maybe few less chins than before. I don't know. But everything pretty much stayed the same. And as far as weight, I am down 1 pound. So I am happy about that. I know some people would be like, you have so much weight to lose. How can you be happy with a pound? Or I'll tell you why I'm happy. I was subjected to all kinds of chocolate and restaurant food and all kinds of things last week, and I didn't give in. And any other time in my past, a holiday would have meant a weight gain. I definitely would have been tempted by things and given into things. I didn't do that. I planned ahead, and I was strong, and I'm really proud of myself for that. And also, my goals are really modest. I try to lose about 10 pounds a month. And last week I had a 5-pound loss. So that was, more than double what I try to do generally in a week, which is about 2 pounds. So if I have 1 week when I lose a lot, then maybe the next week I won't lose as much. I don't care. As long as the numbers are going down. Every week I write my weight down in this book, and I keep track of it. I have my little book here. And if I have the number going in a positive direction, if I'm losing weight, then I write it in black. And if I ever gain, I will write it in red. But I haven't had to do that yet. I have all black in my book for right now. And that's how I want to keep it. And so as long as I'm staying the same or going down, I'm okay with that. And I think we've been conditioned by shows like The Biggest Loser, which I'm going to talk about them on a different day. But we've been conditioned to hear about these huge drops in weight, and those aren't necessarily what I'm looking for, because I don't want the rapid weight loss. Doesn't give your skin a chance to recover, and I don't want my skin to be all baggy, and I don't want my body to feel like it's in starvation mode, so that it'll want to hold on to the weight in the future and make it more difficult for me. I want to go slowly and gently, developing good habits and getting used to psychologically being a smaller size, because all my life I've been fat, so that's actually a lot for me to get used to. I've never, the last time I shopped in like a normal store, in the normal section of a store, was, I think I was 15 years old. So I have to get my mind around it, and that's a lot of what I'm trying to do. So today I want to talk about, I've already talked a lot, but today I want to talk about what my contract is with myself, or what are these small steps taken consistently that bring the big results. So what are these, things that I do? And so here's my contract with myself. So I promise myself I will eat a high raw, lower fat, unprocessed, plant-based diet. Is that enough adjectives for you? But I say lower fat because I'm not as low fat as some of you guys. I just haven't gone there, and I'm having really good results that I can stick with, so that's where I am. I definitely am not gourmet raw. I definitely have really cut back on things like nuts and coconut oil, and I still eat my avocado every day. I still plan to keep on doing that until I can't get the results I want doing that, because frankly I like how it makes my skin and my hair, and it makes me so happy, and it's delicious, and I look forward to it every day. So for right now it works for me. Yay. Okay. My second contract with myself, my second promise is I will exercise at least 30 minutes every single day. I never take a day off, mainly because I have a dog, and you can't tell a dog you're not going to walk her today because you don't feel like it or whatever. But I exercise every single day, at least 30 minutes, usually more, and that is my promise to myself. My third promise is to get enough sleep, at least 7 hours of sleep. If you have a bad night and you can't get it during the night, you have to take a little nap during the day, and I kind of love naps. I wish I would have saved up all those naps I rejected as a toddler, and now I could have them all. Okay. My next promise to myself is to take care of my spiritual health, and that's different for every person. I don't know what that looks like for you, but I have specific things that I do to take care of my spiritual health, including going to church, reading the Bible, things like that. It look different for every person. Take care of my relational health, and be loving and kind to everybody that is in my life, and if I ever have a conflict with anyone, resolve that as peacefully and kindly as possible. Love everyone as I love myself. Just that's a promise that I make to myself and to my higher power. And my next promise is to take care of my money and my work responsibilities, other kinds of grown-up stuff that we all just have to do, so that I can minimize stress. Because when you don't take care of stuff, then it will come back and make you have stress, and that's bad for you. And then finally, my last one is take care of my emotional health. I've got a lot of things that I have to work through. I think we all do. But that's my promise to myself, that I will work on those things, and I won't just stuff down food to deal with things that have nothing to do with hunger. So those are my pillars, or those are my promise of what I do for myself. I don't think I have water on there, but I also drink like 3 liters of water a day, because I believe in hydration is very important. But these are the promises I make to myself, and my body is free to heal me however it wants. So I'm going to do the right things, and I'm going to trust my body's wisdom to give me the results that I want, including dropping weight, including healing my body, including keeping me healthy, keeping me cancer free, keeping my heart good and my immune system up. And so those are the small, when I say make small changes every day to have big results, that's what I'm talking about. I hope you guys are having a great week. I've blathered on long enough, but I'd love to hear what your pillars are, and we can talk about that more in another day. Have a great day. Bye-bye.